Okay, what's coming up I find really interesting about the magnetic field and then carbon dating. For you atheists who are watching this, I'd like you to see this thing about carbon dating. It seems really interesting here.
Magnetic field is getting weaker. It's wearing out. Matter of fact, over the last 150 years or so, Earth's magnetic field has gotten weaker by about 6 to 7%. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means maybe 4,000 years ago, Earth's magnetic field was a lot stronger. Well, what's the big deal about that? Well, part of that has to do with how old is planet Earth. You can only get so strong with Earth's magnetic field, and then it's too strong to support life. So it couldn't have been too strong to support life. And also, carbon-14 is somehow dependent upon Earth's magnetic field. In this particular sense, Earth's magnetic field acts like a shield. The stronger Earth's magnetic field, the stronger the shield against certain rays, it bounces them off. It acts like a shield. Now, certain rays that get bounced off, if it's very strong, the Earth's magnetic field, they don't get into the atmosphere. If they don't get in the atmosphere, they're not there to irradiate the nitrogen-14 to convert it to carbon-14, which would mean the farther back you go, the stronger Earth's magnetic field is, the less carbon-14 would have been formed. Well, how do you date something with carbon-14 if you don't know how strong Earth's magnetic field was 3,099 years ago? And nobody knows. Nobody knows how strong Earth's magnetic field was. Has it been getting weaker consistently at the same rate? Does it get weaker and stronger? Scientists say it's been reversed several times. Probably during the flood. A lot of work's been done on that. If you want to read the works of Dr. John Bumgardner, Dr. Russell Humphreys, Michael Ord, some of those people, you can get those at the websites like ICR.org, AnswersInGenesis.org, some of those places. Read what those fellows have to say about these things. They've studied these things. Within 30,000 years, carbon-14 should be in equilibrium with carbon-12. So, you make carbon-14, it's not stable. It wants to break back down to carbon-12. Well, that means you only have about 30,000 years if it's all going about the same rate, and it all should be in equilibrium. It's not. There's a 20 to 25% discrepancy. It hasn't had time to get into equilibrium yet. What's that mean? That means Earth's atmosphere must be less than 30,000 years old. Well, that means Earth is less than 30,000 years old. Well, that's not a problem. That's what the Bible says. It's only 6,000 years old. But as we look at these things and we study the Earth, see what it'll tell you. God says, well, you study it and you begin to see, you know something? There's things there that really back up what we believe as Christian creationists. Therefore, evolution's old Earth can't be true. You can't have a billions of years old Earth if our atmosphere is less than 30,000 years old. Now, it doesn't mean it has to be 30,000 years old. It's just less than that, based on carbon-14, carbon-12, equilibrium. Biblically, the Earth is about 6,000 years old. That's what the Bible says. So, carbon-14. If there was a water canopy of some sort before the flood, now, a lot of discussion going on in creationist circles about that. And there are people that say there was no water canopy. Where do we get the idea of a water canopy? I believe Genesis chapter 1, down there about verse 6, where God says He took some water off the earth. Maybe I should read that. He took some water off the earth, and He put it up above a thing called the firmament.